in this event right now. Now, God knows my heart. And as a Christian, I want to stay in my lane. Come here, let me talk to you for a second, bro. You say one more thing about my wife, and after this battle, I'm going to whoop your ass in Jesus' name.
What's good, everybody? You are now tuned in to Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast. I'm your host, Program V, and I want to get the first things out of the way. Hit us up, Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast at gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, LTBR Podcast, and follow me on Twitter and IG, Program V. Now that we got that on the way, I just want to let you guys know what is Summer Madness weekend coming up in 2 days. I am excited about this. You should be excited about this. Tay-Rock is battling Hitman. DNA is battling New Jersey Twerk. Av is battling Math. Geechee Gotti is battling Shotgun Suge. The list goes on. You guys already know what's going on. So I'm already in a battle rap mode. But as we all know, Summer Madness is the pinnacle, is the Super Bowl of battle rap, right? And URL's got this thing in a smash. However, up here, France, first of all, big shout out to my boy France. He's a little bit under the weather tonight, so that's why I'm riding solo. So y'all got to hang with a young old head. Hey, yo, y'all got to hang with me tonight. I'm flying solo, so this should be a fun little adventure. But like I was saying, before you're able to get to Summer Madness and the pinnacle of battle rap, you got to start from somewhere. And what we like to do is we like to catch battle rappers who we think have a high ceiling potential and who we think could be stars in this game, and catch them right at that point where we see that sparkle and that flame starting to become ignited. And we like to talk to them to see where their minds are at this point, when they're starting to make that turn, when they're starting to make that shift, where people are starting to recognize who they are, and they're starting to gain a little bit more clout and rank in this battle game. You know, because as we know, once you are full-fledged professional battle rapper, sometimes you could become jaded. Sometimes your outlook just isn't the same thing. So for us, it's not all about just getting the top tier, quote unquote, you know, battle rap celeb stars. We like to spread love to everybody. And when we see people working hard and we see people making an impact, we like to reach out. So today, you know, once I found out I was riding solo, I was trying to figure out, man, who could I get on the show? You know what I'm saying? Who would I like to talk to? Because it's not just about how talented you are, which is very important, but I like to look for character in people, and I like to see who, if I was at the airport and this person was sitting down next to me, would I strike up a conversation with this person? Would I want to talk to them? Like, are they interesting? And the dude who I got coming on the show tonight, he's definitely somebody who, if they sat down next to you at the airport, you would have to look twice, and you would definitely have to say, what is this guy into? And then I'm pretty sure once you guys got to talking, you would realize that he's a cool cat. He's been through a few things, and he knows where he's going. He's definitely an interesting person. So with all that being said, I'm going to have my man call up right now. We're going to be talking to none other than Knoxville, Tennessee's own Ace Boogie. So let me have him call up, and then we're going to get the chopping it up. You know what I mean? So right now, this is your time to pour up whatever you want to pour up. Get whatever advice you like to get into. You know what I mean? Oh, this should be my man. There go that Skype music. Hello?
Yo.
Ace Boogie, what's good, my man?
Man, just chilling, man. What's going on with y'all?
Hey, man, how are you, brother? First of all, man, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule, man, to come up here on the show with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, too, man. Y'all been showing me a lot of love, man. It's a pleasure, man.
No doubt, man. My boy France is actually under the weather tonight, so tonight is just me and you, player. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be kicking it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And before I was just telling the audience that, you know, I was looking for someone to to interview, and I've been seeing you popping up on my timeline, man. And I see this thing going viral, and I see that going viral. But for me, it's not just skill, which you are definitely very skilled. But I like to see, does the person have a character? Like, if they pulled up on me at the airport and sat down next to me, would I like to talk to this cat? You know what I'm saying? And for you, my brother, if you sat down next to me, we definitely would be having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, I'd like to say welcome to the Let's Talk Battle Rap podcast. Ace Boogie, man, thank you so much for coming on the air, player.
Man, glad to be here, man.
Yeah, man. First of all, man, you are from Knoxville, Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me about Knoxville, man. What's it like growing up in Knoxville?
Man, Knoxville is, first of all, it's Tennessee, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's the good old South.
Yeah.
Knoxville, actually, what people don't realize is probably the third largest city in Tennessee, next to, obviously, Memphis and Nashville.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. I actually grew up about 30 minutes outside of Knoxville.
Okay.
In a little small country town, man. So,
shout your town out, man. I'm pretty sure they're proud of you, man. Shout that town out, brother. Put them on the map.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, man. First of all, that whole town proud of me for just the changes I made in my life in general. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big deal, man. But yeah, dude, it's just a little country town, and then I eventually moved into Knoxville in the city, man, and I've been there for some years now, and yeah, man, it's cool, bro. You got the University of Tennessee out there, man. I do, however, probably spend majority of my time that when I'm not there in Atlanta. So I kind of bounce. Atlanta's like my second home. Yeah. So I spend a lot of time there. I don't have a whole lot of stuff that just goes on in Knoxville. It's not really like there's obviously not a battle rap league.
Right.
There's not a big scene out there. Yeah. So Atlanta was the next closest place.
You pulled the Usher on the battle rap world.
Yeah, man. Usher from Chattanooga.
I know he's a Chattanooga. Can you hear me? I know, man. I remember that joint. No, definitely, man. Sometimes you gotta leave those small towns, man, to spread your wings. You know what I'm saying? But I like to let people know exactly where people came from, so you can get the full background and understand exactly where he's heading to.
Absolutely, man.
And well, first of all, man, Knoxville, not necessarily known for hip hop. It's clearly that you can rhyme. You know what I'm saying? It's clear that you got a hip hop background. I could tell from the swag. I could tell just from how you move and how you present yourself on the stage. How you get into hip hop being out there in Knoxville, man? Talk to me about your early days in hip hop.
Man, it's crazy, really, man. I gotta credit some of it to my pops, man.
Okay, the OG.
The OG, man. He was kind of hip back in his day, you know what I'm saying? But
he's bumping the Sugar Hill Gang.
He first put me, man. You know what I really first really caught on to?
Talk to
from
me.
him, and became the whole reason I really wanted to rap in general. Man, a man up from where you from, man.
Who?
LL Cool J, man.
Oh, I was gonna say word, yo. Man, listen, LL. I know, man, I'm the young old head on the show. Francis is a little bit younger than me. These guys don't understand how crazy LL Cool J was and is and how important he is to the game,
They don't, man. They don't realize that, if you go back into that time period, man, nobody was rapping like him, man.
No, hell no. Yo, the other day, my wife and I were taking a ride, right? Just to clear our minds and stuff like that. I put on the LL's Essentials from iTunes. Oh my goodness, but we just had a blast for a whole hour and a half, man. I'm Bad came on. I thought I was 6 years old again, crushing them Cool J cookies, man. It was a great time.
Oreos, man.
Eat Cool J cookies, man. Never wearing no Levi's, so bad on me. Why try? I treat you like a stepchild, so tell me bye bye.
Exactly. And the crazy thing was, I can't remember. It might have been the first thing that I ever heard from LL was "I'm Bad."
Oh man!
Now, obviously, you got to realize that was in what, 87?
Yeah, and the video. Oh my God!
Oh yeah, crazy.
The video, man. That what a record to come into hip hop from, man.
so obviously I was 2 years old in '87. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like when it came out I was like, oh my God. But you know, I remember being like 5, 6 years old and my pop's playing some LL, man, and I was like, yo, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like he's also, you know, he's also been a big musical influence for me because he listens to a lot of classic rock, southern classic rock and stuff like that. So I like all that stuff too, man. But yo, when I just kind of heard that kind of stuff, I was like, man. And then seeing him show me the videos on MTV and stuff like that, man. Like, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know that. I know Curtis Blow was like the first hip hop superstar, but LL might have been the first hip hop megastar, man. He had lyrics, he was smooth, he had the ladies, he showed his heart. It was like, what couldn't this man do except grow hair? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
That's what I liked about it. Like, he could do all the dope love songs and stuff like that, and still come out with a Eat You Alive track. You know what I'm saying? Yep. he could rap love songs better than anybody. He could rap battle type tracks better than anybody.
Right? Yo, man, talk about LL was a battle rapper. People forget that, man. You know what I mean? He was tearing cats up,
he's
man.
A goat, man.
Your man would come out with a street song, a battle song, and a love song back to back, and just like shut everybody up
and kill both of them.
And kill both of them, yo. Yo, this dude was the man. That's crazy,
bro.
Man.
When I originally started rapping, around probably 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to call myself Ace Cool.
Ace Cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I wanted to call myself because I got a mic tatted on my arm, bro. You know
what
I'm saying?
Man.
Like, bro, it's for real, man. Like,
don't let LL know that, man. He might want to battle you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I know, man. Boy, that...
Yo,
matter of fact, edit that out,
man. Nah, man, yo, if LL pull up for that smoke, you got to give him that smoke, man. Nobody turns down fades around here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, hey, man, no disrespect.
No disrespect. We love LL. It's all jokes, man. He's the legend, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Battle rap nowadays, man, is so different, man. Like,
forget about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so different. Like, I know it's hard to compare, like, some of these older guys to like what goes on nowadays, man. It's like the cats are so far advanced, and like just the whole platform has changed, and a whole lot of stuff is different, man. So it's really hard to even compare stuff like that, man. So I would never, try to do nothing like that.
But you want to know what's
he's a major influence to why I began rapping in the first place.
Yeah,
just leave it at that.
For sure. Quickly touching on what you just said, man. The comparisons of guys who battle rap back in the days and guys who battle rap now. Back in the days, guys who, if you battle rapped, you rapped. You know what I'm saying? Either you rapped on a beat somewhere, you rapped at a party on a beat, you were in the studio trying to become a quote unquote industry rapper. But now you got guys who only battle rap and have no sense of rhythm or timing or anything like that. Can you compare the difference to me? Like what do you think about the difference?
All right, so I'll give you a little background on my battle rap career, I guess you would say, because I'm to this world in this day of age, I'm relatively new. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm 6 battles deep. My sixth battle was this, on the Southern Crown 3 card.
Right.
That was my sixth battle on the new platform, as they call it.
Right.
So like back in, gosh, I would say I was probably 17, 18, 2003, 2004, okay?
Beginning of the crunk era.
In Knoxville, they had a lot of these little like 8 Mile style freestyle tournaments and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, I don't know how much background y'all know on A Ward, but like me and his brother was like winning competitions on different sides of the city all the time. That's ill. You know what I'm saying? And they kept trying to be like pinning us against each other. And his name's Sean Cannon. Okay. So like we was at a club now. Hold on, let me back up because this is all before I was saved. Now, you know what I'm saying? So, right. You got to put the disclaimer out. telling old war stories and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we was at a club one night and we was just chilling, having some drinks or whatever, and we popped into each other and we, I don't know how it happened, but He was like, yo, are you Ace? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, yo, are you Ken? He's like, yeah. And he's like, yo, and just kind of chopped it up.
Yeah.
And they was like, man, people been trying to pin us against each other for like months now. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I may have been on the west side winning the tournament. He may have been on the east side. I may have been on the south side. He may have been on the north side winning tournaments in different places.
Right.
But we never actually went into a tournament against each other, and people kept trying to pin us against each other because we was killing everybody. And we was young, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like, and then on top of that, man, you know, the obvious point, we were white guys, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
why not see the two white guys go? The two dope white guys better go at it.
Yeah. You can't get around that fact. But anyways, so we're chopping it up, and we was like, yo, man, like, you're super cool. And he was like, yo, you're super cool too. And we was like, nah, we ain't never doing that, man. And we've been friends ever since.
That's dope.
And that's how I actually ended up knowing A-Ward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a little background story on that.
That's
but
dope.
That was, you know, I did that for a year or so. And it was like, I mean, it was cool. Like, you know, you're winning tournaments, you're building your name a little bit, but it's like nothing's really shaking from there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to where I was like, yo, man, bump all this little freestyle tournaments. It's cool and stuff. I'm competitive. I like it. But like, yo, I want to be in the game for real. So I started writing songs and stuff like that, and making music. And then, you know, I didn't do battle rap. I always followed battle rap, but I never did it again until September of last year.
Wow. So let me ask you something. So you're doing the 8 Mile style. Let me not call it the 8 Mile style. So you're doing on beat battles all over the city.
That's just what I call it.
Right.
Man.
No, for sure. No, for sure. I just, you know, for the casuals out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
on beat battles.
So you're doing on beat battles and around 03, and then you slide off to do conventional hip hop music. When Smack and Fight Club and everything starts to come out, are you taking notice to that at that time? Like, is it, because it's vastly different from what you were doing? Like, was it like, whoa, this is different? Or did you notice it at that time?
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, like I said, I definitely followed that stuff. But just from being, man, to be honest, like from being in it and like in these little tournaments and stuff, man, and getting screwed around from different things, like, you know, it's always somebody puts on the tournament thinking somebody's gonna win,
right?
And it's like, yeah, we gonna give this, we gonna give that to the winner, and then all of a sudden the dude that comes out here that ain't nobody expecting to win crushes everybody,
Takes it all.
And then all of a sudden it changes.
Right.
Now it's like, oh well, we was gonna do this, but we go, you know how it is, man. Sometimes, and I was just over it. You know what I'm saying? But I still loved it for the fact of the competitiveness in it.
Dope.
So like I still followed it, but at that time, you know, also around what you got to understand of my background is over these next few years, I really got deep into the game itself.
Right, for sure.
So I wasn't even stunting, worried about trying to go and do none of this stuff, man. I was getting it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was just making tracks in my free time and putting out music, and I wasn't really worried about that other stuff, man, because I had so much going on in the city that I couldn't really make no moves anyways at the time, you know what I'm saying? I was on the come up.
For sure. Dope, man. So at that time you start making. So talk to me about this. So you leave that alone. You're doing your thing, and what I noticed when I went online to do some research about you, I was like, dude only got like 4 battles online. I went to Verse Tracker. I saw you only had 4 battles, but I was like, damn, this dude is way too poised and like way too collected to actually only have done 4 battles on camera. So I scrapped that immediately. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he's got to have a deeper background than that. And you breaking that down clearly puts it all in perspective. So all that being said, what made you want to come back? You know what I'm saying? You know, just about a year ago, what made you want to come back to the game?
Man, so obviously I'll take you back a little bit back in the timeline. I did secular music from around the 2002, 2003, 4 era up until 2011. Man, I got I left everything alone. Man, I got saved and you know,
congratulations by the way.
Was searching for myself and trying to figure out what I wanted to do, man, because I love music, and I felt like God just kept telling me, man, like, you know, you got 10 years, bro, of this deep testimony that I've let you survive through. There's many things that you shouldn't have survived through to begin with. It's time to do some work for me. You know what I'm saying? So I, you know, I gave my life up and I started doing Christian music around 2012. And, you know, I did some music, you know, doing albums, doing shows across the country, things like that, man, just speaking in different places, you know, giving my testimony and stuff and things like that. And, man, you know, I start seeing Cannon's brother. You know what I'm saying? I start seeing, well, let's take that back. I start seeing Saga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I start seeing Saga. You know what I'm saying? I start seeing Cannon's brother. I start seeing Loso. I start seeing street hymns. And I'm like, I didn't realize that, like, we could do that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like writing and being creative as far as battle rap goes is one in itself regardless. But then I feel like what people don't understand is to have as many limitations as guys like, you know, Christian battlers as we do. It takes people don't understand the creativity it takes us to be able to do these same things without really going that deep. Now, I will be the first to admit, man, like I'm a little outside the box when you compare me to them four.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, man, watching your battle versus what's my man's name? Damn, I don't want to get his name wrong. Watching your battle versus Q Morgan, right?
Q Morgan, yeah,
bruh,
fire, dude, fire.
If you never said, hey, you know, Christian battler or this or that, you're just telling your story. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing from a traditional battle rapper that I'm missing from it. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel like, you know, the other guys might say, hey, I've, you know, been here. I've witnessed this, but you get deep, man. And I think that's what also attracted me to it a little bit more, because it's like people like the details, and there are so many other people who are going through exactly what you went through. You know what I mean? And to see you come out on the other side and to say, hey, man, I'm making a positive change right now, I think that's a big thing. And I think it's a big thing for you to get as detailed as you did get. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it feel to be as detailed as you are, you know, in this game? Like,
okay, so to me, that's part of my character also. You know what I'm saying? When you was talking to me earlier about having the character and stuff like that, because you got to realize that, you know, to me, this is just my perspective as far as like trying to be able to do certain things in certain areas.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of fire battle rappers that just have no charisma, no character, no nothing.
Talk about
and
it.
I feel like that's why they get stagnant, because you know it's not just about that, man. It's marketability. It's dealing with, you know, being relatable. There's so many other factors outside of the actual rapping portion that people dig into that makes you what you are. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, you must have read my mind, man, because marketability was definitely something I had on my mind that I wanted to talk to you about, because and it all makes sense now. You saying that you had, you know, a background in traditional music and everything, because the way you present yourself, it's a consistent presentation, whether you have the tank top, whether you have the cutoff, you got the distinct hair. I'm going to remember you. You got the tats. It's like you're marketing yourself, and people don't even recognize that, because you see two of your battles, you're going to know who you are, man. Was that something that you picked up from your secular hip hop days and all that? Just being able to promote yourself like that?
You know, and this is, I don't want this to sound boastful or anything at all. But
talk,
like,
brother, man.
I've always been different, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in reality, I've always been different.
Yeah.
So like, it's not nothing out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may see me outside, just like you said, you may see me in the airport or whatever, and that may be how I look. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. So that's you. You know what I'm saying?
So it's me. That's what I'm saying. It's me. Now, do I understand the business side of things? Because I've been in the game, as far as music game or any other game for that matter, for so long. Like, I understand, you know, the differences in what makes people stand out and what makes people not. And from, you know, you talk about being being a battle rap fan for a long time and watching so many cats and seeing like, oh man, like I see, you know, it's like this guy's dope, but I like him because of this, and it may not even have to do with the rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I put that into perspective whenever I try to go out and do things. And then, you know, from just when you're talking about the presence on stage, I'm like, yeah, you know, I did the R&B traditional style battles, you know, for a year or so when I was young.
Yeah.
So I've been on stage, you know, I'm 33 now. Yep. I've been on stage.
Oh, you're a young 17. Old head now, player. You creeping up.
I'm a young old head, bro.
Hell yeah, represent.
I've been on stage since I was 17. You know what I'm saying? I performed everywhere across the country. You know what I'm saying? So like, I know how to control a crowd.
And it shows.
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in being up there, and I like to be up there. That's a whole difference. A lot of people get nervous.
They get timid up there. It's nothing worse than a timid battle rapper, man. We don't want to see you anymore, man.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, man. I don't want to see you. Let me not speak for my man Ace Boogie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But it's like, you know, like I actually like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think it probably shows in the battles that I like to be center stage. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man.
Like I feed off of that.
Hell yeah, I
saw
that.
Like you see sometimes, like I even get hyped myself when a bar hits or a room shaker hits. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get hyped up myself because I like that stuff. So it just all plays together, man. You know, I don't really know what else to say, man. Except that I've been around it. I'm comfortable being in that type of setting, and on top of all that, I like it, man.
I think that's so dope, man. And I like to see when people have fun, man. You know, me personally, I go to a lot of hip hop concerts, man, and that's my thing. You know what I mean? Like, I just love seeing the art in its live presentation. And when a dude is just up there, just like, oh my goodness, just bored out of his mind, and I'm like, bruh, I got a fresh fit, man. I came too cool for school. I'm like, nah, man, get crazy. I want to get crazy. You know what I mean? So when I watch your battles, man, you get hyped, I get hyped. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when when we just randomly, you know, I just happened to catch the Southern Crown 3. When I caught on to it, it was like, I believe it was the third round going in, and you were performing. You know what I'm saying? And I only saw your viral clip like one time, but like I said, I'm like, oh, that's the dude that was from the clip. Like, I already remembered. And then you were going ham, man. And yo, the headphones went out. It was all distorted. I was like, yo, what's going on right now? Like, what's going on in the building? It looked crazy. Talk to me about that night, man, and how crazy that battle was at Southern Crown 3.
Okay, so that wasn't my original opponent. My original opponent was a dude named Nice, Guy Nice.
From New Jersey?
No, he's from like Dallas. Another white dude.
All right, got you. White on white crime.
Obviously. But no, he was another white dude. He's probably the only other white dude on the bullpen roster. And John thought it would be a dope matchup to be like, yo, this is kind of the season dude versus the newcomer, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would be a dope matchup, and I thought it would too. And some things ended up happening, man. And some things got out of hand. I won't get into all the details of that because I'm finally over through that storm. And golly, they roasted me for days for some stuff. But anyways, we'll talk about that off the air.
For sure, no doubt, player. I respect that.
Anyways, but you know, so that ended up working out, and it was 23 days until the event, and so like so we was reached out to a couple people, and you know they couldn't do it for whatever reason, and then one of my dudes that was in my tryout class was like, yo, you know, hey, I'm ready, I'll step up, and it was Alias, and I was like, okay, cool, so we took that on 19 days.
Wow.
You know, mine and his material was both on 19 days. Now,
damn, son.
To season people, that may not sound like like too crazy, but
no, that's
to me having, you know, only 5 prior battles, you know, like trying to prep for something in 19 days.
Yeah.
Like that was a big step for me. And, you know, I told Alias afterwards. Alias has had a lot of battles. You know, he's had he's had roughly 30 battles before, and he's been doing it for 4 or 5 years or so, and he was just in the same tryout class with me in bullpen.
Yeah,
and he was rebuttaling every round, and I like to rebuttal myself.
Yeah.
I like to rebuttal too. But I was so worried about like making sure I got my material straight.
Hell
I was
yeah.
like, yo, I even told my dude, if you notice in these bullpen battles especially, I got a homie that's up there with me, dude with a beard who usually wears the same kind of shirt that I got on.
Yeah.
And he's like my manager, and we got a Christian group together. We do music.
Okay. Dope.
But I was telling him, I was like, bro, man, I want to make sure I got my rounds done. I'm not rebuttaling, man. I don't care what he says. Like I want to make sure that I got my rounds right. And that's the only thing that I really am upset at myself for during that matchup. Other than that, man, like, I feel like for 19 days, like the material that I had was dope. Like I wouldn't change any of it. I had a mean third round that I put together. I don't even know how it came together, to be honest. But like, I had a mean third round that came together with that Peter Parker line. You know what I'm saying?
Can you kick that line for us, brother?
Say what?
Can you kick that line for us?
Yes. So I said our Black Panther scratch. I don't need the Iron Man to kick raps like a steel toe would. But and this the part of the round where little Peter Parker said, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good."
Yo, that's what
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, yo, that is when my headphones went out, right?
Yeah. Because and the crazy thing is like they finished the line for me, but before I even ran it back for them to finish the line. They finished it, and I was like, "Wow!" I expected the line to hit. But I didn't expect them to finish the line for me before it was even done.
That thing
and then
hit,
it go crazy.
Man. Yo, you pulled the old school Charlie Clips move, man.
Right.
But and it landed vintage Clips move. But you know what I'm saying? But listen, my thing is I got a thing. If it lands, it lands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like every bar you kick is a simple setup. If you've been killing folks all night and you give them something that they can lay up and participate with and it's dope, it's all about that timing. Because I don't know if you remember, but that night, that's when we first tweeted each other, because I was just randomly just showing love to people. I'm like, okay, I'm watching this. I'm gonna tweet out the bars. I'm gonna show love. This is what I do. You know what I mean? And one thing I remember writing about you is that you can't teach intangibles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's one of those things, man. So maybe not freestyling was, the best thing to do that night, because that was a very memorable performance, man. And I mean, you go from a tryout to this, and it's like, hey, man.
This was actually my third bullpen.
Okay.
I went from the tryout to Running of the Bulls. Running of the Bulls was the event between the tryouts and Southern Crown 3. It was a main card event. They had a bunch of dope battles on there.
Who did you battle on that card?
So it was a three-way battle between me, Casino, and Hound Dog Buck 50.
Oh, is that battle on YouTube?
No, it's not. It's on the bullpen membership.
Ah, okay.
So
All right.
Let me plug that in there, man.
Yo.
Bullpenbattles.com and go to the membership, and it's like $4.99. It's a Patreon account, so it's like you have different levels, but $4.99 at least will let you be able to watch all the battles that Bullpen has not released, and there's like almost 3 full cards on there right now.
Wow.
The Running of the Bulls card is on there. The Southern Crown 3 card is on there. And they have another one that they did a while back with like some college, I think some little college had a league or something. And some bullpen guys came out there like G-Lo and Polo and some other cats was on that card also. But yeah, so that was so we had a 3-way tie for the tryout performance of the night.
That's
me,
great.
Casino, and Hound Dog Buck 50. And so they said, well, we're going to do Bullpen's first ever 3-way on the Running of the Bulls card. So I went from Bullpen tryout to Bullpen main card to Bullpen main card. So, like, I'm very, like, blessed and happy to be able to do that, man.
Yo,
you know,
dope, man.
I'll give you a little backstory on, because I know you like to hear the background
for sure. You already
the
know.
stories that
already know,
everything.
player.
So
Come on, dog.
I got a little something for all that. You know
come on, dog. Here we go.
So let's go back a little bit let's go back to let's see, October of 2017. So I just had 2 battles.
Mm-hmm.
I did Sean Cannon and his brother A Ward got me a battle in the Connects League.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that, my first battle there. And then I did a bot tryout.
Battle of the Zay with my man Dirtbag Dan, of course, the one and only.
Dirtbag Dan's league. I did a tryout out there.
Uh-huh.
And then I come home and A Ward's like, yo, I'm battling Peanut at World Dom 7, man. What's up, man? You know, and I said, bro, I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there. Flight booked. Crazy thing. So I literally, my son was born October 13th in the middle of the night.
Wow.
I watched my son be born. I chilled for a little while. I take an Uber to the airport, boom, out to LA to go and support my brother A Ward.
Oh,
and while I'm out there, John and Riggs is out there.
Yeah.
And they got, I don't know what happened, whatever. They got a little stuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, yo, man, I got a Suburban or a Navigator. I can't remember which one I had, but I said, I got an SUV, man. Y'all can hop in with me and Ward. You know what I'm saying? We're good. So, you know what I'm saying? We go back to the hotel and I kick it with John and Riggs for the night, and then they're flying back in the morning, and I was like, yo, you know, they needed a ride to the airport.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I took John and Riggs to the airport, and I was telling them, like, yo, I said, bro, I'm from Knoxville, man. Like, the closest league to me is Bullpen, man. I really like what you got going on, man. Like, I want that to be my home league, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And John's the type of cat, like, he don't, you know, do no favor type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's business with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's business with him, and he just don't do no favors. He's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate all this stuff, man, but yo, I'll let you know when you got to try out, man. You can try out and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, cool, man. Nice to meet y'all, whatever. And then he had to try out about a month later, and I kept in contact with Riggs.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, Riggs. I was like, man, they just had the tryout come up, man. Like, I'm going to send my footage, man, tell him to peep me. You know what I'm saying? And he did. And then they hit me back like, yo, yeah, we watched your footage, man. We'd love to have you come try out. And, man, the rest is history right now.
Dope, man. That's dope. I remember we had G-Lo up on the show, and I think he was saying like the tryout was like $100 or whatever, right? And he was like, man, I don't know. I've been rapping for a minute. I don't, you know, pay to try out. And then, you know, Chef Trez had to convince him, like, bro, you're investing into your career. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it or whatever. Did you have any hesitations at all?
That.
Okay. Dope. So that's how you felt also.
Like, so I had zero footage.
Mm-hmm.
I had no footage at all for this Connects card, and it was a main card. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ended up paying the league owner, like, yo, man, here's some bread, man. Like, give me a shot. A Ward and his brother both battle in that league, man. You know, they're giving me like a thumbs up, saying, yo, give him a shot. Yo, here's some bread. Let me have a shot.
Yeah.
And he did. The next battle I had was a tryout, and then me and the other dude kind of had a slick tie for like, you know, best battle of the night. So Bots then brought me back for Bots 9, a main card.
Yep.
And after that, then I did a tryout at Bullpen, because that's where I really wanted to be, because I was like, man, I like Bots and stuff. You know, they're cool peoples. I like Dirtbag and all that stuff, and their video quality is amazing.
Yep.
But yo, I can't be coming out here to San Jose from Tennessee every time they got a car.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I was just about to ask you also, because listen, man, I watch everything moving. You know what I'm saying? So I'll watch the Dirtbag Dan show. I'll watch Bots. You know what I'm saying? And I can appreciate all the different styles, all the different crowds. You know, hey, we're all different people. So whatever you like, you like. You know, I like to dibble and dabble. Talk to me about the difference between battling at somewhere like Bots and then battling at bullpen?
Oh my God, that is like night and day.
What's the difference?
It's crazy. So like, first of all, man, if you've been around at all, man, you know Cali people is different. Period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I mean that in no disrespectful way.
Laid back.
They're dope, but they're just a different kind of people.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? And then you take San Jose, which is like
a different type of Cali.
It's like a different type of Cali.
Yep.
It's not like a LA. It's not like a San Diego.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's close to Oakland, but it's still its own thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's its own thing. And then like they're totally not on any kind of religious anything out there. So like, I mean, for me to be able to go out there and even get reaction, I was just happy, bro, because like, you know, they did like a slick little judging thing after each tryout on spot. And you know, excuse my language on this, but like Frack was like, yo, man, you're dope, dude. Like, you know, the crazy thing is, man, is like,
hold up. Frack is a bad word?
No. I'm getting ready to tell you what.
Oh, my bad.
So Frack was like, Frack, the battle rapper, Frack.
No. I know the battle rapper, but I thought his name, because when you watch Pardon My Language, I was like, hold up, his name is a bad thing? I was like, oh, no.
I'm just saying, he was like, he came into a room full of atheists and assholes.
Got you.
And still did your thing, man.
Right.
Like, yo, that's dope.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just a whole different feel. And then you go, and so like, I wasn't really comfortable out there, to be honest. That was one of my least comfortable battles that I've had. Now, granted, it was my second battle too, but I was like, I was not as comfortable. That was my least comfortable battle that I've had. Now, then you take bullpen. Yo, we're in the South. We're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That is like home to me.
That's the Mecca.
It's the Mecca. It's like now I'm surrounded by people that are like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People who've been through the same struggles, been through the same back roads and all that.
Now, even though I'm on a different tip, I can talk to these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my whole thing too, is like, you know, I think with my character that kind of I feel like separates me a little bit, and maybe considers me outside the box a little bit too, is that, you know, I can give them the Jesus stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I live. I can give them that.
Yep.
But I can also talk just as much street talk as any other cat out there.
Yo, man.
And I guarantee you that. I've done some things. I've lived that to the fullest, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done anything that somebody can tell me that they've done, I've done that, bro. I promise you that. 10 years strong. I
was gonna tell you, man, that battle that you had, man, versus my man Q Morgan, yo, that second round, you know, we gonna be respectful, because I know you're on a different tip and a different time now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I'm not scared to talk about that time.
Okay, I was gonna say, man. All right.
Part of my testimony.
Okay, you know, man. Listen, your drug talk was on par with T-Rex's drug talk, and I loved every second of it, man. As a battle rap fan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So it gets me excited. I like to hear that talk. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I know that you've been through it, because I can hear exactly, and that's the point that I'm getting to, and that's the point that I'm getting to exactly, is that because when someone's been through it, and you know they're not just saying it for a bar or to say, hey, this is a great thing, or to act like it's a great thing, but to say, yo, listen, whatever you're talking about, this was my actual real life, and you can feel that. You could feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? And you can feel like, yo, I'm just letting you know. So whatever you spitting back. Please, bro. You know what I'm saying?
When I said, what you know about driving from your home 6 all the way to zone 6 to pick up some whole bricks, but you the one that had to drive them back, because you the only white boy in your whole street. Like, bro, that had to hit, man. There's no way that could not have hit. I look back at it and I'm looking at like Bars Major, man, because I know Bars Major is a real dude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at his face just curling up, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, where I ain't never got
the Tennessee. Yeah, they said the 18 for 2 for the driving.
I 18 in Atlanta plus a 2G rhythm.
Oh man!
You know what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
That's why that some of those bars that I do when I do street bars, I get so detailed and I say it in such a way that it's impossible for
to fake
to
it.
know
Exactly,
that
man.
They've done it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you, man, and I think and I say we'll always bring this back to the positive tip, you know what I'm saying? I think when guys hear that and they know that for a fact, if they're teetering on that edge to say, you know what, I got to think about what I'm doing. I got to, it lets them know that somebody came exactly from that, walked those same steps and is saying, hey, listen, man, if you thinking about that, look, I'm making that change. You know what I'm saying? I'm just showing you an example. You know what I mean?
And that's what's so cool, man. Like, I want to make sure that y'all get this point of it too.
Yeah, talk about
that's it. That's what's so cool about the fact of what people don't see is after the battle.
I can imagine.
What people don't see is after the battle, man.
I can imagine.
When I'm outside, on the patio or outside of the club or whatever, and I'm chilling, and my homies is there, and to Atlanta's my biggest fan base. So when I battle, people come, you know what I'm saying? I probably haven't been less than 15 deep to a bullpen battle just because when I'm in Atlanta and I got something going on, people want to come out.
I feel you.
And the people that want to come out, they're all just like me, bro. Like the people that I surround myself are all guys that have lived that life, and now we live a whole nother life. So it's like we all mesh together.
I love to see when your peoples react to it, man. When your peoples react to it, it's like you're sharing their testimonies, man, and they're going crazy too. I love it, bro.
Yeah, and what people don't get to see is us chopping it up with people fans and other battlers.
I'm sure they come up to you and ask you for
after the event, because they feel comfortable.
Yeah,
because they're like, oh man, this guy was just like me. You know what I'm saying? I probably feel weird going up and talking to someone or something like that, and feel like he ain't gonna be able to relate to what I'm talking about.
Right.
But this guy,
he knows
I know he gonna understand.
Right.
And then it gives me the opportunity, gives my guys the opportunity to give them the gospel, bro, and give it to them from a real perspective, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what's so dope, man. That's almost doper. You know what? It is doper than the actual battle portion. I love the battling part of it. I'm super competitive. I like to be the best at whatever I do.
Yeah.
I'm just like that. But to be able to impact people from doing that is a better feeling, man. It's crazy.
That's so dope, man. And I can tell, and that's what a lot of guys say. We had Loso up here, and he'll tell us, guys will hit him and just want to talk to him and just, because, so many people just hold so much in and just hold so much on their chest that it weighs you down, man, and it's killing people. You know what I'm saying? And
it does. And they don't have the people to talk
to, man.
Exactly.
They don't have that outlet.
This platform has given us that opportunity to show people like, yo, man, I'm just like you, bro.
Exactly.
I got struggles too. I'm not perfect. And y'all see Christians from a mainstream standpoint and think these guys are just perfect and have no flaws.
Right.
Nah, bro, look at me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'd be remiss, man, not to ask you.
It's fire, bro.
Sorry, for sure, man. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'd be remiss to ask you. I noticed you also mentioned in that rhyme too. Like you've done the prison ministries and all that. Talk to me about that and what was that? Were you serving time and doing ministry, or did you go in and talk to people who are serving time and doing ministries? If you could break that down for us.
I deal with a group in Atlanta called City Takers, and they do a lot of homeless outreach. They do a lot of prison ministry outreach.
Salute.
I can't be out there that much with them, but when I do get a chance to, I like to go out there and do the things. And they go to prisons, and do ministry. We perform and stuff like that. They're really into it heavy, man. And if I lived in Atlanta, I'd be able to do that too. I don't, man. I got I got a 13-year-old track star here in Knoxville.
Daddy life,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? I got a wife that got a dope job and got a 9-month-old right now. So like I can't go anywhere. I can only dip down when I can.
Yeah.
But no, man. I've been locked up. Never, and never for a long amount of time, bro. Like because
to you
we'll go back to the whole business sense. But I had money.
Yeah.
So I get myself out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would never going in there on stuck like, oh man, I'm broke. No, man. I did things the right way. So when some slip up happened, I'll make a phone call and I'm out that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to sit up in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so
ain't got no time to taste no Jack Mac, man. Like, no, sir, I'm out of here.
I ain't got no time to be in here and mess up while I'm in here and then not get out.
My man's like, I ain't trying to miss a shower, brother. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I mean, and it's dope to be able to go in and talk to those guys too, man, because it's crazy because there's also sometimes you'll go and talk to those people and there's some people in there in the prison that are more free than people that are actually living outside, man.
Wow.
That's what's so crazy. You got the other end of it too, but you get to see people that have realized that, man, like this ain't it, and I've given my life up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live another way now.
Yeah.
And even though I'm locked in here in a cage, bro, I'm freer than I've ever been.
Wow.
And that's another dope feeling to see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's all that stuff, man. You're not gonna hear no bars from me that like I can't give you a story on. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's because, and that's how I just want to be. I want to be transparent. Now, obviously, like I said, I want to also. I joke with with A Ward mostly, and I'm like, yo, when I'm going on my rounds, I'm like, yo, man, tell me what's up. I gotta stay safe, bro. Like, tell me what's going on. Like, do I need to cut some of this stuff out or what? You know what I'm saying? He'll tell me. You know what I'm saying? But like, I want to make sure I keep my lane. You feel me?
Right.
But at the same time, I still gotta be myself, and I still gotta tell what I need to tell.
Yeah. And man, that was purely evident when you were holding it down for Wifey, man. You know what I'm saying? And as a dude who's been in a super long relationship, I felt that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been with my wife forever. So when you was talking to homie about that, I was like, you talk that husband right there. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo.
Say one more thing about my
what?
Whoop your ass in Jesus' name. Straight up.
Straight up, man.
You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted, man. Me and Q are really good friends.
Right.
Like, especially after that battle, we became really tight.
Yeah.
Really good friends. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
But it's still battle rap, bro. But I want people to know, like, yo, just because I'm supposed to be, this Christian dude, and don't think you can try me, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't come from this life originally. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, man, I thought that hit so hard,
man. I come from that way. I will do that. Don't push me over the edge.
Yeah, man, and I don't understand that. I'm like, yo, okay, no matter what religion you are, humans are humans. Like if you threaten me in some shape, form, or fashion, and I'm totally minding my business, not instigating you, not bothering you, and you come my way, yo, you have to get dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. That's man law. You know what I'm saying? And
it's man law. And like I said, none of us are perfect, man. They got this wrong idea that Christians are perfect people, man. Like we're just as flawed as anybody else, man. We just try to strive better for a better cause, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. Like, yo, man, like you can't just try to do us any type of way just because of this or because of that, bro. I don't play those games, bro.
No, I feel
like,
you,
don't,
brother.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and Slick, it ain't even got to be me. You better hope the homies that with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts,
I may have. The funny thing is, and I'm not gonna give too many details because I still want to throw this in a battle. But
I feel you play it.
Yo, like the people when I'm 20 deep. Well, half of them may be Christians, half of them may be gangsters, bro.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, you just reminded me of one of your
schemes.
schemes.
Thing is, bro, they all look the same.
Exactly,
They all look the same, so you don't even know who's who.
You don't even know. Oh, man, that just reminded me to that scheme that you brought up with all the different, you know what I'm saying, organizations and all that. Yo, you've got so much wrapped up in such a short YouTube career so far, man. And unfortunately, we're running out of time, my brother. And this conversation has been so dope, and I know it's the first of many. But please, man, before I get kicked up out the studio, let everybody know how they can get up in contact with you. You know what I'm saying? Put all your socials out there. Let them know what battles you got coming up, music coming up, tours. Yeah. Put everybody on, my brother.
Okay. So, Twitter at Ace Boogie, Instagram at Ace Boogie the Bible Bully. You can find me on Facebook too. I think it's at Ace Boogie at It's Boogie Baby something. You'll find me. You'll see my picture.
All the old heads will find you there.
On Facebook, you can find me on there. But I do most of my stuff on Twitter and Instagram. Anything that you want to find of mine, whether it's music, whether it's videos, testimony, merch, battles, interviews, which I'm hoping, I'm going to be able to put this one up on there.
Yeah, brother.
As soon as you get a YouTube link for this, man, let me know so I can put it up on there.
For sure.
Interviews, features, collabs, the Bullpen membership, all of that is on aceboogie.com.
Oh, man, salute to you.
So I've got everything compiled into that domain.
Oh,
so everything, music, battles, interviews, merch, everything that you can find, testimony, all that stuff, the Bullpen membership is all locked into aceboogie.com. And you can find all my other links. Like, I don't do a whole lot of SoundCloud, stuff like that. I need to do more of that stuff, man. I've been a little busy here lately, but I'm going to get all that stuff cranking up. We have a project between myself, Monologue, and T. Hattie called Boog Hattalog. And we got a project coming out. We've been dropping a couple of songs. That's probably the next project that'll come out here within a few months. Everything stays updated on my social media or on my .com. I'm always putting new content up there. As far as battles go, I want to give, before you get kicked out of there, man, I want to give a big
because my man's looking at me with a side eye right now. You know what I'm saying?
A big super shout out to John, to Will, Harriet, and Bullpen Battle League. They have really taken good care of me. John has given me, spent time with me to give me game, give me strategy, give me plans on how to be the best I can be as quick as I can be. So I appreciate them so much. That's why I'm gonna BP over BS. You already know what they say. I'm riding with them, regardless of what it is. And we're working on something. I can't give too many details.
Something nice is coming your way, though.
He's having a Bullpen 3-year anniversary card in October. Okay, and we working on something super dope for that, man. I'll just say this: I would not be surprised if it is by far the biggest battle that I'll have to date.
What? Listen, man.
So I can't give too much more than that. Just know that we're working on some stuff. I got some other stuff working on out there too, but in reality, man, when it comes to Bullpen, when it comes to John, I trust his process, and I'm rocking with him because he's rocking with me, and I like the culture over there. I like what they do over there, and I'm gonna continue to move on that path until we can do some other things, and I can rep the Bullpen elsewhere.
Oh man, that's what I like to hear. Man, we're gonna get to that on part 2, my brother. Because on this note, man, I want to tell you, thank you so much, my dude, for taking the time out of your day, man, to spend this hour with me, to spend the hour with your supporters, to spend an hour with our supporters, man. And it's much appreciated. And I hope that this message gets out, and I hope that people really get to see who you are, man. You know what I'm saying? And really take to you as not just a battle rapper, but as a person and as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, follow us at LTBR Podcast on Twitter. Follow me at Program V on Twitter. Also follow us on IG under the same names. Email us at letstalkbattlerap@gmail.com. And until next time, everybody, peace.